here from handmadebyheatherruey.com, and today I'm very excited to take part in the Cold Hands Warm Hearts blog hop. I have a video to show you the projects I created with the new products from the release and kind of give you an up-close look at these new products. So let me start with the stamp set. This is called Build a Snowman stamp set. It's got some really cute images in it, and they also have the dies, which is called Snowman Parts, to coordinate with all the stamps, which makes the card making really quick and easy. And also I'm going to be using this die. It's called Ring Frame, and it's probably one of my new favorite dies from Simon. So let's get started with the projects. My first card is a snowman card, and I started off by die cutting the Ring Frame die cut twice using vellum. And when I adhered it to my card, I didn't lay them directly on top of each other. I kind of staggered them a bit to give it kind of a more playful movement to the card. So, and all those bling that you see there, that's from Hero Art, some gemstones and some snowflake gems. And those are strategically placed to kind of hide the adhesive when gluing down the vellum. I also cut the ring frame die using some blue cardstock that you see there with the snowflakes that I heat embossed in white, and also some pattern paper. With all of my projects, I used this pad of paper. It's from Avery Elle. It's called the Everyday Collection, and I highly recommend that you add this to your stash. It's a really versatile paper pad. So I used some of that and did the larger circle and heat embossed the sentiment in white as well. And I also created the snowman's scarf with that same paper pad. For the snowman itself, after I stamped and die cut the image, I applied glossy accents in the center of the snowman, and I added white flocking powder. It really gives a really great texture to the snowman. To finish him off, I just stamped the nose in orange and die cut him out with the coordinating die, and then used some Hero Arts gemstones and used a Sharpie to color them black and added those to the top. And then I like my snowman with a real traditional black top hat, but the hat that comes in it is it's adorable, but it's not that traditional top hat. So I created my own using the scarf die, and what I did was, I'll show you here, I have an example. I die cut the scarf, and then with that image, what I did is I just turned it upside down, and I trimmed off the top two pieces and kind of trimmed off the sides a bit, and you ended up with a cute little top hat. So I did that for this card, and before I put the glossy accents on top, I added some clear Wink of Stella just to give it some shine. And the bottom piece there, that border, that was created using the Mama Elephant Basic Set die frame. It has this really fun scalloped, and I just die cut that in white and trimmed it for a very thin piece to create a border. For my next card, I went a completely different route and did kind of a fun whimsical card. And I really like the greeting in this set, Warmest Wishes for Christmas. So I created a sun, and I did not have a die for that. So I just made my own sun by taking one of these Martha Stewart doilies and kind of cutting out the center, and it gives it a really great sun image. I applied, let's see, wild honey and scattered straw to the sun, and then I flicked on some pearlized water just to give it a little shine. The background paper in that was the same paper pad, the Avery Elle Everyday Collection, the Sunrays. And then at the bottom, I created a melting snowman by just applying some white enamel accents along the bottom. And I just freehanded that image, but you could always kind of sketch it out with a pencil first to see where you want to place it. And while it was still wet, I went ahead and stuck in the snowman arms and the nose and the eyes and the top hat, because it kind of acts like a glue and holds them in really tight. So that's my second card. And for my final project, I created a little gift for my nieces and nephews. This is Magic Reindeer Food, and I found this poem on Pinterest. And to create the food itself, I just used some oats and some sugar and placed it in a plastic bag. and then created a reindeer from the stamp set that you see right here. So all I did was I stamped the snowman itself in brown ink on brown paper, and by turning him around you have a great reindeer face. So after I did that, I used the snowflake images in the set and used the coordinating dies in brown ink as well, and those became the antlers. I added some googly eyes, and for his nose I actually used the die cut that goes with the circle image. I cut it out in red, I applied glossy accents to it, and dipped it in red glitter. Now, I'm not a fan of glitter, and I know probably some of you aren't as well. So to keep that glitter in place and not everywhere else, I put a coating of glossy accents on top of that. But if you didn't want to do the glitter, you could always substitute it for brads or red stickles or even an enamel dot. So once I did that, I just adhered it to some Doodlebug pattern paper, cut it out with a Lawn Fawn tag die, and then attached it to the top of the plastic bag. And I have a photo tutorial on my blog showing you how I created the reindeer step by step. I'll have a link in the description below. So there you have it, 3 different projects using the fun new products from the Simon Says Stamp release. Make sure to leave a comment on my blog for a chance to win a grab bag from Simon Says Stamp. Thanks for watching.